Number 1. BYD Seal U. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're into SUVs that mix style, tech and practicality, then you're going to love what BYD has coming up. Today we're talking about the 2026 BYD Seal U, the bold new SUV that's turning heads with its fresh design, advanced tech and super smart powertrain. Whether you're a daily commuter, a tech lover, or someone who just wants a capable all-around ride, this one deserves your attention. Now real quick, before we dive into all the cool stuff, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future EV and hybrid car news and reviews. Let's go! Right off the bat, the Seal U's design is something special. BD calls its look ocean aesthetics, and honestly, you can see why. The smooth lines, the distinctive U-shaped headlights, and that modern SUV stance make it look sleek without trying too hard. It's stylish, it's modern, and it definitely doesn't blend into the background like some SUVs out there. Slide inside, and the first thing you'll notice is how roomy and tech-forward it feels. There's a big rotating touchscreen, a clear digital instrument panel, ambient lighting, and high-quality materials that give the cabin a very premium vibe. It's comfortable, it's practical, and it's packed with features like smartphone integration, voice control, and even a panoramic sunroof that makes every ride feel special. Now, let's talk power, because this is where the Seal U gets even more interesting. BYD is offering it in both pure electric and hybrid versions, and that's huge for buyers who want flexibility. For the hybrid model, BYD's smart dual-mode setup combines an efficient petrol engine with electric motors, giving you a long total range and the ability to cruise on electric power alone when you're in town. That means you're saving fuel without ever feeling like you're compromising on performance. And whether you're driving around the city or heading out on a road trip, the driving experience feels smooth. The electric power delivery is quiet and responsive, and when you need that extra boost, the hybrid system steps in seamlessly. It's one of those cars that feels confident, composed, and surprisingly fun to drive, even with its SUV size. Of course, tech and comfort aren't the only focus here. Safety is a big deal too. The Seal U comes loaded with advanced driver assistance features. Things like automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, blind spot detection, and even a 360-degree camera setup to help you maneuver in tight spots. It's the kind of peace of mind you want in a family-friendly SUV. Now, price expectations? Depending on the market and trim, the Seal U is expected to be very competitively priced, often undercutting many rivals while still offering tech and comfort you'd expect on pricier models. It's one of those cars that's not just a smart choice on paper, it feels like great value in real life too. Number 2. Tesla Model Y. We're talking about one of the most popular EVs on the planet. Yep, the 2026 Tesla Model Y. This is the refreshed version of Tesla's best-selling SUV. And honestly, it's a really cool step forward with updates that make it feel more modern, more comfortable, and just more fun to live with. Alright, so the first thing you'll notice about the 2026 Model Y is its fresh new look. Tesla has given it sleeker, narrower headlights, linked by a full-width light bar up front. It's cleaner, more modern, and really helps it stand out from earlier models. The whole exterior just feels more cohesive and purposeful, like they really refined what made the Model Y a global hit. Inside, Tesla has stepped up the game too. The cabin now feels quieter and more premium, with richer materials and better sound insulation, so cruising down the highway feels more refined than before. There's also an upgraded infotainment experience with a larger central screen, and in some versions even a rear seat touchscreen for passengers, which is awesome for longer trips or families. Now, obviously Tesla is all electric, so we won't be talking about hybrid engines here, but the electric performance and range is definitely worth mentioning. The 2026 Model Y comes in a variety of trims, from more affordable rear-wheel drive models with around 300+ miles of range, up to the all-wheel drive versions that give you that extra grip and spirited acceleration. The performance trim? It can sprint to 60 in around the low 3-second range, seriously quick for an SUV. Now, Tesla isn't really an off-road vehicle brand in the traditional sense, but the Model Y's AWD versions do give you confidence in all kinds of weather and light off-pavement conditions. It's not a rock crawler, But for snow, rain, and gravel roads, it's more than capable of handling everyday challenges. Compared to past Model Y versions, this 2026 refresh feels like a thoughtful evolution. The improvements in range, comfort, and interior tech make it more appealing to a wider range of drivers, from daily commuters to families wanting a stylish and efficient SUV. It's not a totally new generation, but it's a really solid refinement that keeps Tesla competitive in a crowded EV market. And speaking of families, Tesla has even brought back a 7-seat option in some markets, which gives more people room for everyone's gear or extra passengers. A nice bonus if you've got kids or like to haul friends. As for pricing, Tesla has introduced more accessible trims this year too, with entry-level AWD models dropping into the low $40 range in the US, which is pretty impressive for a tech-packed electric SUV. Number 3. Jeep Wrangler Brute. We're jumping into something really exciting. The 2026 Jeep Wrangler Brute, the next wild chapter in the legendary Jeep Wrangler story. If you love off-road machines that look ready to conquer anything and everything, then buckle up, because this one is something special. Now, the Wrangler Brute is essentially Jeep taking the iconic Wrangler DNA and turning up the volume on capability and attitude. It keeps that classic boxy, rugged silhouette we all know and love, with beefed-up proportions and a presence that says, "I'll go where most SUVs won't." The design feels like a grown-up Wrangler that's been lifting weights. Bold fenders, strong lines, and that unmistakable 7-slot grille that's legendary in the off-road world. Under the hood, while Jeep hasn't released every official detail yet, everything we're seeing points towards serious power options. Jeep's broader 2026 lineup includes everything from efficient turbocharged engines to big power V8s like the Moab 392 with around 470 horsepower. And that same rugged spirit is expected in a Brute-style package. What's cool here is that unlike some fully electric rivals, this Wrangler keeps the traditional heart for those who love that instant throttle feel and mechanical feedback. But it's not just about straight-line grunt. The real magic of a Wrangler, and especially a Brute concept, is how confidently it handles off-road terrain. Jeep has spent decades building trail-rated capability into its vehicles, and the 2026 lineup continues that with improved traction systems, robust 4x4 hardware, solid axles, and removable doors and tops for that open-air freedom we all crave on the trail. Whether you're crawling rocks, splashing through mud, or just navigating a tough back road, the Brute feels like a Wrangler that's even more committed to adventure. Step inside, and the cabin feels familiar, yet upgraded. Jeep's recent trims show that the brand hasn't forgotten comfort. Big touchscreens, intuitive infotainment, quality materials, all geared to make the interior not just functional, but enjoyable for everyday driving and weekend trips alike. And with more customization options available, you can tailor it to be as rugged or as plush as you want. Now let's talk price. While Jeep hasn't confirmed exact numbers for a Brute variant, we do know the 2026 Wrangler lineup spans from affordable base trims to higher-end limited editions. For reference, regular Wranglers start in the mid to $730 basis, 000's range, and can go into the $80,000 plus zone for super capable versions like the Moab 392. So whatever form the Brute takes, expect it to be positioned around the heart of that spectrum, powerful, capable, and worth the adventure. What's really cool about comparing this to past Wrangler models is how Jeep continues to evolve without losing its soul. The 2026 lineup still feels like a Wrangler, open top, iconic shape, rugged capability, but with more refinement, more tech, and more personality than ever before. This isn't a total reinvention. It's more like Jeep took a classic recipe and added a secret ingredient that makes it even more irresistible. Number 4. Audi Q3. We've got something really cool to talk about. The 2026 Audi Q3. Audi's refreshed compact SUV that's turning heads with sharper design, next-level tech, and even more personality than ever before. Whether you're into premium SUVs, tech upgrades, or just love seeing how cars evolve over time, this new Q3 is definitely worth checking out. Okay, let's talk design, because the new Q3 looks way more grown-up and confident than the previous generation. Audi has completely reworked the exterior with a bolder grille, sleeker LED headlights, and sharper lines all around. It's like a mini Q5 with a strong, sporty stance that still feels compact and nimble on city streets or winding roads. And at the back, either classic LEDs or optional digital OLED taillights really make it pop at night. Slide inside, and it feels like Audi gave the cabin its own little tech makeover. You get an 11.9-inch digital driver display and a big 12.8-inch touchscreen smack in the center, all running a fresh Android automotive-powered system that's smooth, intuitive, and loaded with features. There's more storage in the center console, acoustic glass to keep things quiet, and even premium sound systems that make long drives just feel better. Now, let's talk about what's under the hood. In markets like Europe, Audi is offering a range of engines, including a plug-in hybrid with a handy electric-only range and mild hybrid options that give you extra efficiency without sacrificing punch. Rumors and spy reports suggest that a few hybrid variants could make their way into global markets, which would make the Q3 even more appealing for people who want that balance of everyday practicality and eco-friendly tech. For US buyers specifically, the 2026 Q3 will stick mainly with a turbocharged 2.0-litre four-cylinder engine paired with quattro all-wheel drive. It's stronger than the outgoing model, with more horsepower and a new dual-clutch transmission that makes this compact SUV feel quicker and more responsive under acceleration. And while the Q3 isn't really marketed as an off-road machine, it does come with standard quattro AW Drive, which means it handles rain, snow, and light trails with confidence. It's just the kind of capability you want if you like weekend getaways or live somewhere with four-season weather. In terms of interior updates and comfort, Audi has clearly listened to feedback. The new layout feels more premium and modern, with better materials, intuitive controls, and all the connectivity you'd expect in a luxury compact SUV. Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, tons of USB-C ports, and tech that feels truly up to date. As for pricing, Audi hasn't given final numbers for every market yet, but expect the 2026 Q3 to stay competitive with the previous generation, offering that premium experience without jumping into the territory of much larger SUVs. That's one of the reasons the Q3 has been such a strong seller for Audi in the first place. So what do you think? Does the 2026 Audi Q3 look like your next compact SUV? Drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Number 5. Mazda RX-7. We're talking about something that might be one of the most exciting returns in sports car history. The 2026 Mazda RX-7 inspired sports car. Mazda enthusiasts have been waiting forever to hear real news about a successor to the legendary RX-7, and 2026 is shaping up to be the year we finally get a vision of what that could look like. Now, before we dive into all the juicy details, if you're into performance cars, hybrid tech, and the future of automotive engineering, hit that like button and subscribe, because this is exactly the kind of content we're going to be covering more of this year. So what's the big idea here? Mazda hasn't officially confirmed a full production RX-7 just yet, but recent updates are really promising. The company's been developing a new hybrid sports car concept inspired by the classic RX-7 that could arrive as soon as 2026 if everything lines up right. It's based on the stunning, iconic SP concept that blends the old-school rotary engine spirit with next-level hybrid tech. Visually, this thing looks like a dream for JDM fans and new sports car buyers alike. Think sleek, low-slung lines with a modern twist on the classic proportions that made the RX-7 so beloved. Long hood, aggressive front bumper, slim LED lighting. It's all there, but refined for today's world. Some of the concept cues, like the integrated pop-up style headlights and flowing curves, pay homage to the original FD generation without feeling retro stuck. Now, let's talk about power, because here's where it gets cool. Mazda is reportedly crafting a hybrid rotary setup that marries a compact rotary engine with electric motors. That means you get the high-revving, smooth character rotary fans crave plus the instant torque and fuel efficiency of electrification. This hybrid approach could put well over 400 horsepower to the pavement with a lightweight chassis underneath. Exactly the kind of performance recipe RX-7 fans have been dreaming about. In terms of driving experience, this new sports car aims to be something special. The rotary's compact size helps keep weight down and balance sharp, which should translate to razor-sharp handling and a pure, driver-focused feel. Imagine combining classic Mazda dynamics with electric boost, quick throttle response, smooth acceleration, and that almost mythical feeling of momentum that makes sports cars fun. Inside, the idea is a minimalist and driver-focused cockpit that still brings modern tech to the party. You're likely to see a large digital cluster, a sleek infotainment screen with all your connectivity needs, and seating that makes you feel planted and ready to attack a back road. Let's talk pricing expectations. Since Mazda hasn't confirmed official numbers yet, enthusiasts are speculating around mid-$60 DR to low towers EV to low towers and $70 DR for a well-equipped version if it does hit showrooms in 2026. That would put it in a compelling zone against rivals like Toyota's GR sports cars, or even some European coupes, all while giving buyers a very unique rotary hybrid flavor. So what do you think? Are you hyped to see Mazda bring the RX-7 Spirit back to life in a 2026 hybrid-powered package? Drop your thoughts in the comments.